Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
Feedback, right. Feeling I wanna that get sparky. And chica with the darky. I goes got back that get sparky.
I'm downtown by the World Trade Center. I'm like sitting right next to the Oculus, which is a super dope like piece of architecture. I'll show you guys. But I wanted to make this video really quickly because I think that there's so many misconceptions and misunderstandings about what you have to do to actually rent an apartment in New York City, and I wanted to clear it all up. I wanted to give you guys the facts so you know. So if you want to move to New York City, tune in. So first things first, income. In New York City, to rent an apartment, there's so many strict requirements. You are going to have to make 40 times the rent, and that's 40 times the rent annually. So if your rent is $2,000 a month, then you have to make 40 times that annually. So 2,000 times 40 is $80,000 a year. If you do not, you can have a guarantor. Guarantor is usually a parent, family member, somebody close to you. They then have to make 80 times the rent. So if your rent is $2,000 a month, then they have to make $160,000 a year. And if you don't have a guarantor and if you don't make 40 times the rent, there are some companies that will allow you to actually use them as a corporate guarantor. So you'll basically just pay them a 1-month fee and they will act as your guarantor, and that will help you get approved for an apartment. Next, so that's the income requirements. Then there is a whole bunch of documents that's necessary. So they're going to want you to prove that you make that income. It's going to be, if you're employed, they're going to want a letter of employment. They're going to want that letter of employment to say when you started at the job, what your position is, if you get any bonuses, and basically how much you earn. And then so after letter of employment, what you'll also have to give is your pay stubs. So it could be like your last month of pay stubs, maybe just last 2 weeks. It depends. It's different from every single landlord to landlord. And then so you got letter of employment, pay stubs, then bank statements. They want to see that you do have money in the bank and that you're going to be like, you have some cushion just in case. So they want to see money in the bank, pay stubs, letter of employment, and then they're also going to want to see your photo ID, and after photo ID, tax returns. So your tax returns are going to tell them what you made last year. Sometimes they'll just require the last year. Sometimes they'll require the last 2 years. It just, like I said, it depends from landlord to landlord. Now, if you're not employed, if you're self-employed like me, you're going to need an accountant. You're going to need a CPA letter that tells the landlord what you made last year and what they project you to make this year. Then they're also going to look at your bank statements, and what I also forgot for employed is credit checks. So across the board, you're going to need a credit check, and they want to see that you have, definitely. You could probably get away above 650, but you want to be above the 700s to be in a good place and have a strong application. So that is all of the income requirements, and really trying to think here, make sure I don't miss anything. After income requirements, you're gonna have an application fee, and that's usually 100, maybe 150 bucks. If it's a condo or co-op though, it could be even pricier. Those application fees can go up to $1,500 a month. So once you have your application, you got your you have all those documents together, you go out, you pay your application fee, and you get the apartment, you get approved. Yay, you're moving in. You're gonna have maybe a broker's fee, maybe not a broker's fee. So when you're looking online looking for apartments, you're gonna see fees, and then you're going to see no fees. So in a no fee situation, the landlord can pay the broker the fee, or sometimes the client will still have to pay the broker in a no fee situation. It depends. You'll have to talk to your agent about it, and it varies from no fee to no fee apartment. And then there's fee apartments where you might end up paying up to 15% of the annual rent. So that's almost equal to like 2 months rent, a little less. So basically if your rent is $2,000 a month, you're gonna multiply that by 12, and then what you get from that, you're going to multiply that by 15%, and then that's what the fee is. So there's so much that goes into it. I'm actually going to write it all down in the description, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. You can send me a message, you can email me, you could find me on Instagram. Just get in touch with me and ask me about real estate. I'm here for that. So thank you guys, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be giving you guys on the fly content as much as I can to give you guys as much content as I can. So see you later, bye.
Badu, edition one go keep person no.